Howdy, folks. We got a special guest in the show today. Not just Joy, but we have the one and only Blink, the inspiration for the song You're Always Gonna Be My Baby. Tell us how you and Blink met, Joy.
Well, as you can see, Blink is a cloudy-eyed cat, and she found me when she was maybe no more than 8 weeks old.
Oh my goodness.
She was hungry, homeless, half-blind kitten on my front doorstep, just meowing until I let her inside, and then she was my cat.
I mean, she just showed up at your place.
She just showed up. We searched, we knocked on all the neighbors' doors, talked to all the local kids, but nobody had lost a cat like this. And she wasn't chipped, so
You do a
she's,
pretty girl.
at first my husband was like, "Oh, we're not keeping the cat." I'm like, "We're just gonna keep her till her eye's better." And unfortunately, it's not quite better yet, so we're gonna have to hold on to her for a few more days. I was just holding her, and she was belly up. Usually, she never lets me hold her like that, but she was letting me hold her like an actual baby. And so I was just singing to her, like, "Oh, Blink, you're always gonna be my baby." And that just came out of my mouth like that. I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's a cool idea for a song. So I kept writing it. And then eventually she ditched me, like cats always do. And and then I finished writing the song maybe within an hour.
And so
Just
you're
really quick.
thinking Marilyn Monroe, Peggy Lee, big band, Smoky Club.
Oh,
What do
at
you?
that point I hadn't even thought that far. I wrote the whole thing a cappella because that is what I have to do when I write jazz songs, because this is the only jazz pure song on the album. Everything else is a little mix of either more in the pop, more in the yeah, but this is only jazz. It's the only one on the record. And so I have to write my jazz songs goodbye, a cappella because of my limited musicianship with the chords. And I can hear them in my head, but I couldn't tell you with my fingers what they were until I sit and hunt for them.
I found the bones for this that you sent me. So I have
Ooh,
when Joe and I use the term
I'm
bones, Joy will
scared.
send me an idea of a song, and then she says, "Here's what I want." And yeah, this I think this is the first I had to remember. Oh my God, what like drop two voicing for the saxophone section, and a big band traditionally has four trumpets, four trombones, five saxophones. There's variations on that, of course, but the traditional big band is that. And so I said, yeah, let's do that. And so you had a vision of like a 40s club or something with the band up front and the singer, the string section. And I want to say it was a Marilyn Monroe scene. I'm through with love. Was that
It
maybe
might have it might have been I'm Through with Love. It also could have been I Want to Be Loved by
Marilyn?
You, but I
Yeah,
can't remember anymore which one.
you kind of bounce around through both. But I know I with the strings I was targeting the I'm through with love was from one of the greatest movies of all times. Something like it hot. Such a
Love
great
that.
movie. Um, and uh, so yeah, so I was kind of focusing on that sound. So it's not just big band, but it's got these traditional, I don't want to say cheesy, but genre era specific strings. So before we start, let me pull up the bones here. Let me see if you can hear this.
You're
You hear that?
always
Yeah.
gonna be my baby. You're always gonna be my love. The day you
So how did you
came to
record this? You get in your, did you
I
get a
lived
bass player? Did you do this all with software?
This is just an out of the box Apple Logic auto drum.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
I
That because
okay, so that makes sense. So I just needed something detected. I just needed something on the grid,
right.
and then I plugged in the basic piano chords, and then I said, Ruslan, I have something. And
Got
then
it.
he did that. And then from there,
You
you
sent me
could make my
this.
piano way cooler than my
Exactly.
basic
So you go
plunking.
from that basic bones to what we
Let's
got
listen to the
here.
bones one more time really fast.
Sure, absolutely. Are you seeing it on my screen or just no?
You're
Yes.
always gonna be my
Well, I'm hearing it, but I
baby.
don't see it.
You're
Okay.
always gonna be my love.
I can't believe I sent you This Is Bones.
The day you came
It's
to
so slow.
me,
we do it faster in the end?
We varied. We got faster, then we came back to it. So this is at 67 BPM, and the final was 67 BPM.
Okay.
Your word on my
So now I'm adding things in my head, you know.
I hope you never disappear.
A lot of space for me to work with.
Hold you in my arms.
Oh yeah, and I remember I cut out a part.
With your charms, my heart belongs to you for all my years.
This isn't tuned.
You're always gonna be.
It's so weird to hear it by itself.
I know. This is something cute we could involve. We could release as like a bonus.
We could. We changed the form here because this is different than that's when we kind of had a reprise.
This section. Never
You did.
falling out of love.
You did.
'Cause I don't know what happened, but it was meant to be.
Let's go ahead.
You're always gonna be my love.
Or no.
And so you just gave me this. There's nothing here. It's just. So you said I need a big band. I said okay. How big is big? And it's full band.
Yes.
I remember asking you that. I said you want like a horn section. You're like no, full band. Like oh, okay, sure. I got you as you wish.
You studied it.
I
You
did.
told me you studied it in college.
I did. I actually majored in it for a semester, then switched back to performance. But yeah, no, I definitely could do it. It was just like, okay, I wasn't scared. It wasn't all of me like it's not going to work. I could do. I said, okay, I got to dust it off, and I did a little research to get back
You
where
did
I
amazing.
was at. It worked out great. So let's dive into the actual track. And there's Blink behind you. So we start with something special at the very beginning. Let's do this right here.
Oh yeah.
And what's nice is that she's purring. She's purring in the damn tempo of the song, which
Well,
is.
we made it to be in the tempo.
Did we? Let's see here.
Yeah. We did. We lined her up.
We did. Maybe I stretched a little bit.
Just a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
it was
Just
nice.
like barely. And I waited to record a very rhythmic part. So that way that would be the most that would be easiest for us.
That's right. So it's
Because
just
at the end, if you look at the length of the file at the beginning versus the end,
Yep, that's
it's and of course we shortened it, but it's not on the metronome anymore at the end. But it is at
right.
the start.
This is natural. Let's see what we got here. Let's do this here. Quick here. Solo
It's like
track.
such subtle little things.
You know, we got the basic piano. And this time I'm not using Noir. I am using Keyscape here. So let me pull that up real quick. It's another Omnisphere package, but it's Keyscape here.
Oh.
And it's the Duo LA piano and MKS piano. So we'll put the same pedal here. And then, yeah, it's just, and then there's another one underneath it.
I
Another
surrendered
contact
so much
library.
to your vision for this.
I just try to go somewhere, and then you tell me what you like and don't like, and we're great. So this is a relatively new thing from Galaxy Instruments called Piano Colors. And so if I solo that, I even do it by itself, and like meh. When you put it with the other piano, it just gives them more crispness. Like, can I get in there? It's here.
What's interesting is it's a much brighter piano sound than I usually favor.
Absolutely, yeah. It's almost like a secret. Don't tell Joy it's a bright piano, but I had to cut through a little bit.
I
Bro-
love it anyway.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So we got basic
it's
piano.
the right thing for the song.
It is. And we've got the Ruslan bass, the live bass, and then my drum kit is real basic. We got
This
a
one's
kick,
so great. I don't even
hi-hat,
Just
cymbals,
say, here's the
toms.
chords. Here's the
Yep.
audio. And then he just does it, and it's perfect.
And I think I had recorded brushes, and you vetoed that. So I'm like,
That
okay,
sounds
fine,
like me.
as you wish. Done.
I love Princess Bride. Oh my
Look over
god.
here. So we went from that just that drum loop and the bass to. And notice I'm not doing much. It's just boom, 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 out of the way of the vocal. Respect the vocalists. They are the art. They are the focus, not you in the rhythm section.
Always gonna be my baby. You're always gonna be my love.
I noticed.
Let's listen to Ruslan for a second here.
Oh, excuse me.
I did not add.
Guitar rig.
I did not add bass rider this, but I did add guitar rig to give some fullness here. To turn it off. It's much
Gives it some
thinner.
warmth.
Yeah, so guitar rig is
Which
a
one is
wonderful
it?
thing within
Clean
Kontakt.
Something bass? I can't see. Wait.
It says clean plec bass. We just tried different sounds, and that one worked. And you got these guitar rig with Kontakt has all these great settings. You can go and tweak stuff. It's basically a full rig for guitars or basses or whatever.
That's awesome.
But the key is that we've got a fantastic live bass player. Try to hire live musicians when you can, as budget allows, because it just makes that difference. Like we said in the previous video about stacking real strings or real horns on top of software-based strings and horns, it makes a huge, huge difference. One instrument.
So here we have real piano, that's you. Real bass, that's him.
Yep.
Now we have almost all fake big band. Almost.
Well, I'm
Except
playing.
I hired one trombone guy.
We hired a trombone, but I'm playing trumpet on all these, and
I
I'm
know
playing
we're kind of
sax
jumping
on all
around,
these.
not really going chrono.
The
Oh, yeah,
drums.
you're playing real horns.
I'm playing real instruments, absolutely. Yeah, all the saxophones are me. All the trumpets are me. The trombone one we hired, and the other three are
It's
software.
It's all you. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I try. And if I had a real trombone, I've got a valve trombone, horribly made in India, poor quality, so I couldn't end up using it very much. I will get a real trombone. We'll do this some more real trombone later.
So you put real piano, real bass, we got real trombone, and what are all the real instruments that you horn into?
Saxophones, so alto, tenor, and baritone sax, and then trumpet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's real. It's all
It's
real.
awesome. The drums are software based. I had real brushes, but we turned those off. And so, I mean, this is
I don't
it's
know
a
why I
ballad.
don't like them. I can't really tell. why.
Maybe the upper frequencies kind of distract you, perhaps. I don't know. It's a sounds like almost like a white noise thing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'll sneak him in there somewhere maybe in the future. I love brushes. I've done a lot of brush work, and I've got
If
real
you
snare.
can, okay, if you
If-
can sneak some brushes past me, I'll give you a prize.
Whew, that's gonna be a tough one because you got such a damn good ear.
You're never gonna pass.
I will never get it past you. Just is such an obvious sound. What am I using for drums? Probably let's see.
Yeah, what are we using?
Oh yeah, okay. Huge fan of Superior Drummer. I've used it. I've used it literally on hundreds of tracks. So it's got great drum sounds. I've purchased multiple kits. I bought the Roots kit, brushes and
Oh,
sticks.
this is the Roots kit.
Yeah.
That's
So the
so
Roots
nice.
kit. If I play
like that.
that, let's go.
The
Turn
Roots
this
is
off.
wonderful.
Turn this on.
If I'm not mistaken, another producer I worked with on a different track for part 2, his name's Richie McCourt, who I worked with before we started, I think. He used the Roots kit
It's a great
as
kit.
well. And
Just got
that's
great cymbals.
affirmations.
It's just a fantastic sounding kit. And then you can buy MIDI packs for it from real players playing a variety of styles. But in this one, I didn't use any of those. I'm actually playing because I play drums too. So when I'm recording the drums, I'm thinking, okay, what's the right hand doing the left hand? One of the big mistakes new producers will make is they'll have 3 things hitting when you only have 2 hands, or they'll have a closed hi-hat and an open hi-hat, or a snare and a tom and a kick at the same time. Well, maybe that's possible in certain ways, but I always just try to envision as a producer what the instrument can and cannot do physically, whether it's physically with the instrument or physically with your breath. You got to be realistic. So it's just real straight, and again, it's a ballad. There's not a lot going on in here. If I just do the drums by themselves, let's just go to the second verse.
think with the violin, it's so sad because I know two absolutely breathtakingly perfect violinists. We've been close friends for like 20 years. But because this is a long distance project and all musicians can't just be great musicians, but they also have to be great engineers with their own recording studios.
Yeah.
And have all that knowledge and gear and everything already sitting around. I couldn't have my girls, Alina or Grace, do my violins because they don't know how to do audio engineering. And because I'm on the other side of the world, I can't bring all my stuff to their house and then we record and then we have cookies and we watch a movie. Like we always used to do when we were teenagers. I wanted so much. Like I even contacted Alina. Like, do you know how to record yourself? Because I would die to have you on my album because we were in a band together
Yeah.
when we were kids. And it would have just been so nice. But I couldn't.
Let's just kind of run through it. And well, yeah, let's just run through it a little bit. And we'll talk about the strings and stuff coming in and the vision we had here.
Always gonna be my baby.
And Joy likes a dry voice.
You're always gonna
Present in the mix.
be my love.
So lots of the stuff that is in the background.
The day
my ego.
you came to me, I lived a fantasy. Yes, you were what I was dreaming.
And here come the strings. Think black and white film.
You're right on my sorrows clearing. I hope you never
Hollywood East West Strings.
Yep. I mean, Hollywood Strings is one of the creme de la creme out there.
So it's just 3 notes. A three note stack. Oh, so wonderful. Can you show your automation?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay, a lot of it there. So again, getting back to my MIDI control panel here, this thing is a lifesaver, or it makes all the difference in the world on making strings sound right. So if I pull up the expression, and so when I'm recording, I'm actually recording all 3 of these channels at once. I'm sliding the left hand as I play with the right, and so I get, but they are individual, so I can do one more than the other if I want to, and you can tweak it. So this MIDI channel 1 is expression. I think modulation is 11. I'm not sure what channel, but there's this here. If I solo this here, I'm thinking, how would a person bow that? Where physically are they at? How they breathe? Because string players breathe, just like woodwind players do, just like vocalists do. Got a peek of the phrase.
I just love it.
Yeah, I do love these east-west strings. And also, that's really, really minor here, but these two little notes right here, they're not one super long note. It's the bowing and going backwards. It's just super, super subtle detail, but it's not a super long note. It's not. That makes it sound real. There's this concept called infinibow, where you got a 10-foot, 20-foot bow where you change. That's not realistic. Those little things matter a ton.
I think Infinibow would be such a
I love. I mean,
superhero name.
I love that.
Infinibow.
Infinibow. It's a new superhero. Infinibow. Strings forever. So I'm sticking with the chords that Joy's vocal implies. Lots of major 6th chords, a couple diminished chords here. They're trying to be era specific.
You're right on my sorrows clearing. I hope you.
Good stuff here.
It's very simple.
It is. It's very, very basic. Then keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method. You don't need to go crazy. And then we changed the song form from the Bones here. And then we started thinking about big band. Now, you heard the Bones. There was nothing going on. It was voice and it's a little drum loop and a bass. And so Joy wants an old school big band. So we came in just with the saxophones first.
You're always gonna be my baby.
I just love that. I mean, it just puts you right in the era. And the way I've got it mixed, it's in the back, like you're in, I don't know, it's an old movie. It's an old jazz hall. I love it. I love
I
it.
love it.
Let's just hear the
It's
saxes.
so romantic. The whole thing is just so romantic.
Absolutely.
This, you guys, if you want to write a love song, a lot of love songs sound like all the other love songs. Or maybe you're feeling a little better in love, but you want to write a love song that isn't about breakups. Just write a song about your pet, but keep the fact that it's about a pet out of
Keep
the
it secret.
song.
Is this the only happy song on your album?
I think it might be.
I just had that realization.
Is it really? Okay, Why Don't You Do Right is about a disappointing sugar daddy. What Girls Want is a little bit
It's about
sad
girl
and
power.
dark. Yeah, but it's about being dissatisfied and not having all these things that you want.
Joy has some issues. She's a little
I
bitter.
do, you guys.
We all need therapy.
My Funny Valentine is sad. Solitude, you lost your love. A Light Like This.
About a
Nature's Being
fire,
Burned
yep.
down. Fever is happy.
Okay.
Fever is happy. The trans charity single is also very somber. All of Me is also about lost love. Authenticity is a little sad. So the Cat Track and Fever are the happy.
That's it.
It's 10 songs, only 2 are not
Are
sad.
positive. So let's listen to the saxophones. And I loved doing this because I only wrote two big band charts in my life in college because I had other assignments as well. But now I had a chance to have some fun and go back to it. So just listen to this. And I'm shooting for Some Like It Hot, that whole
Oh my god.
big band vibe. So
So you nailed it. It's awesome.
I love that. And then the band gets big. So there's
Here you come
different-
in with the leitmotif again.
Yes. Oh, that's right. We had the whole leitmotif concept where you have this theme that.
Sexy sugar baby.
So the theme of the album is that Joy is your sexy sugar baby. And that's she's reminding you of that.
The album.
Every song she's reminding you, I'm a strong, powerful, sexy woman.
Oh my god. It just
Um,
happened to be the best melody. Okay. When I had the idea to do the leitmotif, I'm like, damn it. I can't take a melody from one of the covers. It needs to be
Yeah.
one of my own original melodies. That's important. And I was just thinking melodically, what's the most unique of all the tracks? And it's definitely Sexy Sugar Baby, which is also like this song written a cappella originally as a jazz song in my mind.
And it's a minor key, so it fits most of the songs. But this is a major song, but we
I
made
just
it,
am what I am.
we made it fit. So we had that little tag. So we had the second verse, the first verse and the second verse with strings, and then the tag is an extension of the melody before we go into what the big band world calls a shout chorus. So we have the saxophones coming in to kind of say, hey, there's some other stuff coming up, and then the band kicks in, the full band.
Always gonna be my baby. You're always gonna be.
Okay, boys, let's swing.
Oh, and here it comes.
Love that.
Oh, you paused it.
I'm teasing you. I knew it was coming.
God damn it.
Let's talk about the brass section first. Let's
talk
listen to
about the
trumpets. Let's listen to trumpets. So this is me playing all the trumpets. On these right here. Started right about there.
I could never make this album without
And I got to say, thank God for Melodyne and Autotune because my chops ain't what they used to be, so that helps a ton. The trombones, we hired someone, and
Tyler Rumor.
Tyler. So
I
here's
don't
my
know him.
trump.
I met him on Fiverr.
Fiverr.
Fiverr's amazing. Let's listen to his part alone.
Just this part by itself? Sure thing.
And I told him get crunchy with it because that's what I
There you go. He did.
I love that stuff. When that reed, or it's just like,
Very buzzy sound.
well, there's no reed on the trombone, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Incredible.
That note, that downbeat right there, it was so nice because it's kind of by itself, but I kept it in there. It's really good. So now let's come back in, and then I get to play a little
That
solo.
was his instinct. I didn't.
Yeah,
ask him to do that. He
I
just-
might have had it there in the note, but he played it big, and I didn't ask for that, but it worked out great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's listen to the shout section again there, and then I'll go into my little addition afterwards.
This is all MIDI.
Oh, and so I just love it. Now I just noticed something here that
Oh my god, your solo is so good.
thank you. So I just did something here as well. I did a long phrase of my own, like yours and Bunny Valentine.
Oh,
Where
like
this is a-
potential extension?
No, I'm talking about just a single breath. So
Oh.
it's
Oh,
a very,
show
very
off,
long
please.
phrase. I kind of just couldn't stop myself, for lack of a better term. So I'll just go listen to the solo here real quick.
Oh, there's no breath right there.
Boom.
Oh my god. There's no breath.
It's a two breath solo. I didn't realize that till just now. So,
Incredible.
and then this beautiful vocal comes back in after my solo. It's like I'm singing because my saxophone is my voice. I've always thought it that way. So I'm finished singing, and you come in with this wonderful gliding vocal that gets bigger. Let's come back in after the last part of the solo here.
Always gonna be my baby. You'll always be at home. Don't ever say goodbye. When skies are cloudy, I will hold you so you never.
Your arrangement. Could we listen to it with my vocal muted so we could really hear
Oh, sure.
the horns?
Oh, I get you. So come on out of the saxophone solo.
So here we have the real trombone and your real trumpet,
Mhm.
and then 6 software supports. Is that right?
Yes, I've got 4 real trumpets, a real trombone, and 3 software trombones.
Oh, 4. Oh, so all the ones at the top stack are all real.
All the trumpets are real as well.
Okay.
And
We got
they're-
5 real, 3 fake right there.
exactly. And then all the saxes are real. And so this saxophone section here,
Oh, look at that.
Uh,
You've got it labeled, and I'm like blind as a bat.
well, they're
Trumpet
tiny in your
section.
screen. Yeah.
Trombone section. I can't see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've got, trumpet section, trombone
Trumpet
section,
section's real. Sax
saxophone
section
section.
is real. Trombone
Yeah,
section
so-
is mostly real, but half.
I'm just showing all the instruments there. So, and then so these saxophones here, I think I didn't have them at the end. I had them in the tag, and then I decided to add them at the end. So this is exactly, these files here are exactly the same as those files there. So we're on the way out, and then we slow things down. And hear that reverb, that spacey. It makes me think of big room, not EDM big room, but big hall type sound.
What did you do for that? Because I remember saying I wanted.
What did I do for reverb on these guys? Let me go to my effects here.
We did some cool stuff. It just makes me so happy.
I know. How can you not smile at a purring cat? You know?
Oh
What do we got going
man.
on for effects on the saxophones here, or the band in general? So I've
Because
got
they mix it really gently, very darkly.
yeah, sax bus. So it's an EQ. Take some lows and tops. I added a little bit of meat at the bottom of the sax section. This is a bus where all the saxes go. Added some compression, orchestral compression, and then this mic clone software. I chose the U87 microphone Max
Oh, the Uzi.
Uzi, absolutely the Uzi.
Uzi even
This
existed.
software comes from Gage uh, Microphones, who was Rob Ciccarelli, multi Grammy winning producer, Christina Aguilera, that kind of stuff he
Oh.
did, got Grammys. He started a microphone company, and I that was featured at Taxi at my first rally in 2015. A Rob Ciccarelli, copy
Oh,
of one. It's
oh,
a really, really
cool.
good microphone. I use that for everything. And then I only break this software out when I try to do vintage stuff because I can do all these different models, an 87, 67, 47, a FET, the C100, and if I click on the buttons, you'll see the picture change on the right. So so the
Okay.
left, this is on the left is Rob's microphone. On the right is the software emulation.
Oh,
So
I see. So if you use his mic specifically, then through the
this filtering software, I could use it on the mics. I'm
okay,
sure it would
that
work, but
makes sense because each mic has its own special
absolutely. And Rob's got a
color.
brilliant ear. And so he's
That's
got
really smart.
really good stuff here. So,
Oh,
and everything's different, So,
that's cool.
I did that, when I was 87 there. And you can choose how much of a mix, just like you want, none, all, middle, but I maxed
Okay.
it out. I wanted that vintage sound, and I think we got it. And then bus six is the Space Designer. What do we use here? Jazz Club. Um,
Church Tower.
oh, yeah, I use Joy's reverb, keeping it simple. Same reverb.
I
Um,
freaking love the Church
so
Tower.
so that gives me that nice big sound.
No, go
Uh,
back. Go back.
to the mixer.
Yes, please. Now, there's another one 2 tracks over, the horn reverb. What did we do
We got
there?
here for that. This is same thing. Maybe I
Oh,
put that on a different track. I might have created multiple
wow.
tracks by mistake.
That's all we did.
Yeah.
We really
It's you
didn't
don't
do
need to do a
much.
lot. People can go crazy with multiple verbs and multiple delays. All you do is create mud and keep it simple when you can. I mean, if you look at this in the mixer, I mean, there's not a lot going on. I have a
That's
couple
really
effects
nice.
here or there. I mean, that's really it. I didn't put
What's
anything
on
on the
my
keyboards.
what's on my vocal?
What's on your vocal?
I don't believe I
Not a
tuned
lot.
it.
So back over here,
I already tuned it before I sent it to you, and I
you did.
de-licked it before I sent it to you with
And then
isotope
we did a couple of
de-lick.
dips.
Best thing in the world.
We had a couple of dips we added in here. I forget why, but we did that, and that's your ear. We found something you didn't like, and we changed that. Added a little compression.
It was probably just kind of boomy or something.
Yeah, and then the
I don't
vocal riders in
remember.
there again, following the
Oh
vocal to
yeah,
keep
that
a
thing is
good level
awesome.
signal.
And that's just a built-in Logic compressor, isn't it? Or is
Absolutely.
that the Solid Dynamic?
Solid dynamics should be compressed. Yes, it's you're right. It is
Okay,
a
okay,
it's a contact.
okay.
And then we did send you to a bus seven. What's over on bus seven? Oh, there's the interior church tower right there. And another dip here. Found something around 2580 you
Okay.
wanted to pull out. Will
I
be
can't
wet.
remember anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was plenty
I
there.
trust my past self. I trust your past self.
Yeah, and everything, we go for the sound. Each song is a unique little snowflake, and you want it to sound a certain way. We're going for a vintage sound here. And I think we got it.
I think so too.
The drums were not crazy. If I had my druthers, I'd love to have a full band and a drummer hitting toms and cymbals and such. But this just I thought it came out great.
What's that musical that that's from? Like, if I had my druthers, I'd rather have my druthers than do any work
I
at
don't know that's
all.
from. Huh,
It's
that's
a
from a
really
musical somewhere.
obscure. It's a really obscure musical. It's ridiculous. Where like women have to chase men. Like it's very silly. But
And I
it's
think druthers is
great.
like I'd rather have this or I'd rather have that. That's where it comes
Yeah.
from. Yeah, that's your bass section there.
And
Did
look,
we
there's
add?
like a software base that we decided not to use.
Yeah, I think we were probably doing a sub bass of some kind there. Again, thinking more,
Colony, but
poppy.
sometimes it's not the right vibe.
And we just experiment. We
Honestly,
try stuff, and if it
finding
doesn't
the
work,
vibe is the hardest part of starting a track.
that's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. Then I got a bunch of trumpet parts. So you can see, talk about your vocal comps. Look at my trumpet comps down here. You know, that's what all led to the
That's what you gotta do.
eventually the working lead trumpet part. But you take the notes you can, you know.
My vocal is comped as well.
Yeah, I mean that's just how the studio works. And sometimes you get great sections. Sometimes you go in. I mean, when you have the tools, why not use them? You ever look at a Billie Eilish track? Oh my lord, she and Phineas go crazy. Go look at Steely Dan tracks back in the day. Well, how many they would punch in single notes? I mean, it's crazy. So you got the tools, use them for sure. I think it sounds fantastic. This is a fun track. And then I like at the end how you say this song was from my cat. In case any guys are up to thinking it's about them, you know, you're so vain, but no, it's just
You promise. It's fun. Oh man.
That song was for my cat.
just a reminder. Just a reminder. Folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Well, these are why do we do this, Joy? I guess it's just because we want to share how we work together, what we do, share our experiences with others so they can learn. People can be voyeurs and watch, you know, how we do things. And I like to share my creative process. As I learned a lot by watching other people's engineering videos, and they're a little long, but I watch these things at night before I go to bed and helps my brain turn off. Just how does somebody approach? Hey, I learned this tool about. Hey, I didn't know about Vocal Writer, didn't know about the EQ mix or this microphone software or whatever. I love seeing these things. I'm just an engineering nerd, I guess, so that's why I do it.
The reason I do it is I find that this is beautifully cathartic for
Ah,
closure to help me let go because we spend so much time in this session changing it and not
yeah,
a lot of time in the session appreciating the choices that we made.
true, very much so. Well, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're in my life. This has been such a fun project, and I hope you all appreciate watching this. If you guys have things you want to see us talk about more, or breakdowns, ideas, etc., light us up in the comments. We'd love to know. So thanks for watching, and go have a wonderful time. Go make something great. Go be creative.